What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Machiavelli, and now I'm back with another reaction video, man. I hope everybody's been having a blessed and safe week, and hopefully you guys will have a blessed and safe weekend as well. But we got none other than Sadhguru, how to make people like you instantly. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there, including me. I'm not gonna lie, man. Um, a lot of us pride ourselves on being the type that we don't really want people to like us. If you like us, cool. If not, that's cool too. I'm gonna leave that entirely up to you. That's optional. But I'm not gonna make anyone like me. I'm not gonna, go to the fullest extent to make you like me. If you like me, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But as always, Sadhguru has a different theory. So without further ado, man, let's get it.
If you like somebody, you will exaggerate them in your mind.
That's true.
If you dislike somebody, for sure you will exaggerate them in your mind.
Yeah, that's true too.
Have you made yourself in such a way, not just people, just everything likes you. Every creature around you likes your presence. Even the flowers, the plants and the trees like you.
Is that
The
possible?
less you are, the more you receive. The more you are, less you receive. If you're too full of yourself, nothing bigger than your nonsense will happen to you.
But after some time, they'll lose their choice. They'll have no choice. If you continue to be like this, you will see after some time they have no choice at all. This is not a trick. This is a way of being. This is an intelligent way to exist. Because whether they fall in love with you or not, your life is very pleasant and sweet. Whether somebody loves you or not doesn't make a difference.
We meet new acquaintances almost every other day, and we always expect others to like us. But in some scenarios, people pretend to like someone just to get away with things.
I was about to say, man, sometimes people have a motive. You guys got to be really careful. People be having motives now. I mean, people always had motives, I guess, but now it's just gotten worse. Everybody is trying to finesse one another. Everybody's trying to get something out of this person that they couldn't get by themselves or from someone else, you know? So they have to go along with this act of liking you or, really they don't rock with you whatsoever. And that's sad to even think, because you'll think you literally have a friend or a good coworker that, a friend on a job or something. I don't know. But really they're just trying to know what your life is like outside of work. They're trying to, you know, get a feel for, certain they just have a motive, man. Just be on the lookout, bro.
Studies over a decade show that less than half the people we like think the same way about us. While addressing a gathering, Sadhguru discloses how we can make sure every other person likes us without doing anything out of the ordinary. Wouldn't that be a wonderful way to live? Let's take a look.
The question is not about what you like. The question is about, does everything around you like you?
Come on, man. You were just about to get to the answer.
The thing I was immediately struck with was the design. Lots of windows.
Have you made yourself in such a way that nobody can help liking you? You like something, you dislike something, it doesn't mean anything, because both what you like and what you dislike are two different kinds of bondages. Both what you like and what you dislike distorts your perception. If you like somebody, you will exaggerate them in your mind. If you dislike somebody, for sure you will exaggerate them in your mind. Exaggeration means you are unable to see things as they are. If you're unable to see things as they are, you can never handle life the way it should be.
I'm already knowing this, man.
So liking and disliking exaggerates either in positive ways or in negative ways, but it exaggerates or it distorts life. So what you like is not important. Have you made yourself in such a way, not just people, just everything likes you. Every creature around you likes your presence. Even the flowers, the plants and the trees like you. How can the plants and the trees like me? They're very sensitive to who you are. They're extremely sensitive to who you are. They respond accordingly.
What does that mean?
If you make yourself in such a way that the very earth that you walk upon likes you, then you will see everything in your life will become a blessing.
Okay. Now that, I have been receiving a lot of blessings lately. But I wonder if that's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on the part where he talks about uh trees, plants, those things liking you. I understand the animals, how they were showing dogs. I get that part. Is he talking about how trees and plants, how they gravitate towards you? Like when, you know, leaves and things like that blow and they blow towards you. Is that what he's talking about, or is he talking about something else? Because if that's the case, dude, yeah, we got something to talk about.
If everything around you dislikes you, you will see everything that could be well-being could become a curse. Misery is not raining. Never is raining misery. It's just that things that you like have become source of misery. If you strive to make yourself in such a way, you cannot be helped. Nobody can help liking you. Life will blossom better. Everything will yield their best to you, not their worst. But if you go by what you like, not always life will yield its best. You may have everything and still have nothing.
I guess that makes sense. So for a lot of people out here who likes these materialistic things, I know, dude, I literally was going through something like this just recently. And I couldn't help but I couldn't figure out why I was feeling like that. Because, like, literally, what he just said, he's not lying. You could literally have everything and still be very unhappy. So a lot of things that us as human beings that we like or gravitate towards that are not that are materialistic, it has, like you say, it has a source of misery, man. So you could have the lavish life, you can have the nice clothes, you can have the diamonds, you can have all of that and still be miserable than the average individual. That's just to give you guys an example, you know.
If existence does not yield to you, you do what you want, nothing will work in real sense. You may do something, you may become something, you may earn a living, you may make a living, but nothing will happen. You'll just go through a cycle without nothing tremendous touching your life. So those of you who are living in the ashram, I want you to learn to stand walk, sit, breathe in such a way that even the stones around you like you. How do I know whether they like me or not? You will know for sure. If you're sensitive about being like that, you will also know, you will also be sensitive enough to know that. If you are never sensitive about these aspects, you will not have the sensitivity to know. Otherwise, distinctly, you will know. Do not become in such a way, everything has to be shouted into your ears. You must become in such a way, if you look at somebody before they speak, you know.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
For this, you need a certain sense of receptivity. Receptivity will not happen to you if you're too full of yourself. The less you are, the more you receive. The more you are, less you receive. If you're too full of yourself, nothing bigger than your nonsense will happen to you. If there's no such thing as myself, you simply sit here, the whole existence will dance within you. You will become an instrument of the Creator. Otherwise, you will be a bundle of thoughts, emotions, prejudices and rubbish.
I guess in a way that this kind of ties into being humble, bro. And that's what I try my best to be. I don't really try, like, if I'm out and about, whether if I'm with people or if I'm by myself, which majority of the time I am, I'm very humble, dude. Like you will never, like if somebody were to talk to me, like let's say one of my supporters, one of you guys see me out in public somewhere. I'm the most down-to-earth dude you ever met. A lot of people you can't say that about because you have a lot of people that are full of themselves, that are so conceited, that are so arrogant, that have on this, this facade that they're this, and they're not really receptive to the other person. They don't really care about the other person. They're too into themselves. You know what I mean? And I pride myself on being a different type of person, bro. I don't pride myself on being somebody who's conceited. Even though I've gotten that a lot. I ain't gonna lie, man, I've gotten that a lot. I've gotten people who've said that about me before. Like, well, I don't talk to you because you look like you're conceited or you look like you're bougie. How? But that person was just telling me, that's what I thought of you just because I judged a book by its cover. But me actually talking to you now, you seem like a really cool, down-to-earth individual, which I am, So, yeah, man, I gotta humble yourself, man. Always.
Make the right choices, everything is open. Make the wrong choices, everything will need you in a different way. So if pain comes, suffering comes, misery happens, it's not time to look around. This is always the problem. If you're miserable, you think somebody else need to be fixed. No. If you are miserable, this needs to be fixed, not somebody else. No, I'm miserable, fix the situation for me. No. If you're miserable, who should be fixed? If you are sick, who should be given the medicine? Shall we give it to somebody else when you're sick? If you are hungry, shall we give the food to somebody else? No, it only…
And that's another thing too. You got a lot of people out here that are in denial about who's the issue here. You got a lot of people. I've dealt with a lot of stubborn people, bro. Like you got people that literally think someone else is the problem and they're the problem. And then when you try to tell them that they're the problem, they don't want to listen to that. They're not really receptive. So, Yeah, I've dealt with those kinds too. Like, it's very hard and difficult to deal with people like that because you can't tell them anything. You feel like because they're not being receptive to what you're saying, you feel like what you're saying it doesn't even. You know how the original saying is going through one ear and out the other. With those type of people, it doesn't even go through one ear. It doesn't even get to the ear because they're not trying to hear that. They're not trying to be receptive to what you're saying. All that they know is that it's the other person. I'm not the problem. This person was. That's all that they know. That's all they want to hear, bro. You know, so delusional.
It only works if you give it to this, isn't it? If food is like that, medicine is like that, is that not true with every other aspect? That if you are miserable, something else or somebody else need not be fixed, only this one needs to be fixed. Just to understand this simple fact, people take lifetimes. They think something else has to be fixed.
So, you cannot build goodwill. You have to exude goodwill. If you offer it to everybody, then it comes back to you in many ways.
It
But you
does.
don't worry.
Just like karma. I say it all the time. The energy that you put out is what you're gonna get back. Maybe 10 times more. And what I mean by 10 times more is it may come back in other ways other than just someone else being nice to you because you were nice to this person. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, be surprised, man. For those of you who are not doing this.
Worry whether it comes back to you or not. This should be your way of living. This should be a way of being, that you naturally include everybody in everything that you are. Some will respond, some will not respond, and it's fine, it's their choice.
Right, right.
But
Like, if you… Sorry to keep pausing, but no, we're just dropping knowledge here, man. Like, because let's say the energy that you put out is good, it's great, it's loving, it's caring, it's receptive, right? To how other people feel. How somebody treats you is entirely up to them. So how I was always taught for me was just because somebody else is treating you bad, don't try to counter react. Don't try to stoop down to their level. Always be the bigger person. And just know that they're not gonna be blessed this way, you know, or blessed at all for that matter. You've did your part as far as being nice and being respectful, etc. But just because this person chooses to be the complete opposite doesn't mean you have to be. Don't be fooled, guys. Do not be fooled.
as far as you're concerned, there's no choice. You have fallen in love with everybody. For them, they can choose still, but after some time, they'll lose their choice. They'll have no choice. If you continue to be like this, you will see after some time they have no choice at all. Initially, they act like they have a choice, but after a while, they'll have no choice. So don't try to build goodwill. See, when I say fall in love with something, all I'm saying is, what you refer to as love is just a certain pleasantness of your emotion. Emotion is a very powerful thing. Though people talk all intellectual nonsense, still world is driven by human emotion. Yes? Isn't it so? Who gets elected is still driven by emotion, isn't it? Who is popular in the country or in the world is still driven by emotion, isn't it? People that you have never set your eyes upon, they're the people you're in love with. Please see. Yes? You see an Amitabh Bachchan or a Tendulkar or a Brad Pitt or somebody, or maybe Angelina Jolie, I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. People that we see on TV, we have a perception about them. Oh, we love this person because they rap, or they are actors or actresses. And 9 times out of 10, we will never meet these people a day in our life. That's what's so crazy. But then I don't want to make it seem like I'm contradicting myself. Like I'm just we're just telling you guys, like, you just never know. You just don't know. We're all driven by emotion. You may think this person's a good dude because he raps. This woman is a good woman because she's a good actress. This guy's a good guy because he's the president.
Sorry, I'm leaving it. You are in love with people that you have never seen because that is the nature of your emotion. So emotion is a powerful tool. So if you can manage a steady sweetness of your emotion, you are in love with everything around you. If you're like this, people can't help it. They'll fall. This is not a trick. This is a way of being. This is an intelligent way to exist. Because whether they fall in love with you or not, your life is very pleasant and sweet. Whether somebody loves you or not doesn't make a difference. It is just that you are loving that makes your life very pleasant.
Hope you guys learned something, man. As always, I know I do. That's the end of that video, man. If you guys liked that video, please give it a fat thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe. Machiavelli Gang will be up out of here, man. I love you guys, man. You guys have a blessed one and a safe one. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.